What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants, no hate. People, what's going on with Ben Whitaker? Boy, they starting to call you Ben Whitaker, man. Look, man, Liam Cameron, he's speaking out about it, man, that he was on this show, was it The Gloves Are Off, one of them shows that they're telling him not to say anything about the 12 rounds. They're trying to keep him silent. Bro, listen, man, I can't say it anymore, man. This is a soft-ass generation, man. You guys, bitch about 12 rounds. You bitch about, there's always something. You want more money for this. There's always something going on, but y'all talk about being the best in the division, being best pound for pound. You want to be this, you want to be that. I mean, George Foreman fought 5 guys in one night. Roy Jones got to play a whole game of basketball just to make the fight more of a challenge to himself. I mean, all just different shit. Alicia Baum got to talk about if she gonna fight Serrano. Are they gonna pay me for those 12 rounds? Are they what is all this holdback shit? Then y'all claim y'all want to fight nothing but the best. Ben Whitaker talking about, man, he's not even taking this fight serious. Like he like to play video games and all that. Bro, you sound crazy, man. Like, these are grown-ass men. Man, you are 28 years old. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I don't understand how you had people 17 years old, world champion, 21 years old, 22 years old. I don't understand how some champions is out here chasing the challengers. But you got these people out here that get so complacent and so arrogant that they're in a certain space to where they seem to think that they're stars when they're not. Or they get to a certain point where, hey man, if I can make millions without having to fight the very top guys, guess what? I'm going to keep doing it. Because, at what point does Ben Whitaker step his game up? This is what kills me about when somebody's 23. Oh, he was just a baby. He wasn't. Bro, your peak and your prime, everybody don't have it for the same amount of time. Okay? But at 23, like I said, 21, 22, 17, you already have motherfuckers that was world champion. Fight. You're 28 years old, man. And you're scared to go 12 rounds. You guys know, I always, thought he was an entertaining fighter. And it's like, yeah, as he step up in competition, we'll see, what he's made of. Because that's the true test when you fight stiffer competition. And that's what it's supposed to be. This isn't a good look for Ben Whitaker, though. You are trying to negotiate 10 rounds instead of 12. I question these guys' hunger, their desire. I really do, man. We know legacy is out. They don't care about that shit. It's all about making money and being a fucking celebrity. That's what these guys' goal is. I want to make a ton of money and be a celebrity. That's what it is. It's not about boxing. It's not about legacy. It's not about contributing to the sport of boxing. It's none of that shit. It's just simple. For the third time, I want to make a ton of money and be a celebrity. That's what these guys' focus is. And, nobody's going to take you serious. Talking the way you do, the silliness. It's like when I'm watching these guys, I swear, man, it's no different with the fucking 30-year-old and the fucking 15-year-old. Man, these guys are so immature, so childish. And it's like they're proud of it. They don't even have shame about it. Like, the things that come out of their mouths, I look at them and I'm like, damn, when are you going to grow up? When? At what point do you realize you look, how we talked about recently, Tank Davis is already 30. And I can remember how they were all talking about him they always, every fight they talk like you got all the time in the world. Carmel Moulton is really young now. At some point, somebody's going to be, he's 25 already? Believe me, the time goes, it moves, and Ben Whitaker is yet to fight a world-class, a top-level fighter. He's yet to do that. So, what is the wait? Because, to be honest with you, man, that's one of the biggest problems that a lot of these fighters have right now. Is that these motherfuckers are fighting people at a pace where by the time they start to really accomplish anything, these motherfuckers are already in their early 30s. I mean, we say this shit happened to Danny Jacobs. We've seen it happen to several people, man, where they're here, then they're not here. And in terms of, your appeal to the boxing world, some people might find you entertaining. I think, like I said, you have some entertaining fights and stuff like that, but in terms of quality opponents, no, you don't have that. And see, that's where the test comes in. So this is why you don't hear me just because I see someone entertaining or they look good in certain fights. I'm looking at the level of competition you're fighting. And then we don't really know what you're made of. And this is why people come into this sport and they think that overnight you're gonna become some overnight sensation, and they look at the Jake Pauls of the world, the Misfits League, and all these legends matches, and guys who are YouTubers fighting old washed up pros. And like, boxing has lost its identity. You understand what I mean? Like, people don't even know the difference anymore. And these so-called fans, man, they'll just watch anything and call that shit boxing. By now, man, at 28 years old, come on, man. Look at what Devin Haney accomplished at 22, 23. Look at what this motherfucker been doing since he was 17. This motherfucker lose one fight and everybody act like this motherfucker, oh, he's trash. Yeah, okay. But at the same fucking time, here's a dude in Ben Whitaker who's 28 and hasn't done shit yet, but just had some entertaining fights. If you can't go 12 rounds, at what point in your life will you be able to go 12 rounds? Because otherwise, why are you trying to talk it down to 10? I mean, all that shit you talk, everything about them, man. They're like little children, man. And just the sarcasm, the silly faces, the little childish little boy qualities. And I'm sitting there just watching, and it's like, yeah, I can see why people don't fucking believe in this dude, man. I like I said, I'm not quick to go throw somebody on some pound for pound list because they look good against low level fighters. But like I said, the potential and the fact that he's in there fighting and people was, just, oh man, this guy didn't see that. I'm like, man, come on, man, for real. Yeah, he's another Prince Nassim. He's another Emmanuel Augustus in terms of, like his style or whatever. But like, at the same motherfucking time, man, that's not the reason for me to look at him and say, oh man, this guy. No, for me, it's when you get to the point where you're avoiding different guys, but you're talking like you're ready or you want that smoke, and then you don't. You find yourself in a position where, why are you guys trying to keep Liam to be quiet? At whatever show, the gloves are off or whatever show. Why? Why y'all don't want to bring that up? See, this is what I mean about this watered down business, but hey man, it's your career, Ben. It's your career, man. And at 28 years old, man, you should already accomplished a lot of shit. And they're moving you extremely slow. And I don't know how the fuck you think you're going to become some superstar and make top dollar. But, well, then again, it's happening for other people. But, I mean, that focus, that aim, that's bullshit, man. I remember the first time I seen Chris Colbert fight. And then I tune in, check him out, and watch him fight. And he used to talk so confident, so cocky. He was, and y'all seen the very first loss he had, he was never the same. I mean, he got beat worse in the rematch. Chris Colbert was, he was a flash in the pan. And, he was one of those guys full of flair and just thought he had that it factor. The it factor in terms of being able to, deceive people because you're able to beat low-level guys. Now when you get in there with not even the top level, just certain guys that's, they're good but not the best. There's other guys that will beat them, but then they go in there and destroy you. And like Ben Whitaker, man, if you honestly, I mean, in the way you're talking about this guy, it's like he's really nothing. It wasn't nothing he did special. It just, you just wasn't where you needed to be in that fight. But now you're trying to talk it down to 10 rounds. So, hey man, listen. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm starting to look at you, Ben, like you're 28, man. I mean, what happens when you get in them 30s, and what happens when your reflexes ain't the same? The hand speed is not the same. What happens, all that, because what you're known for, I don't really care about all that shit, all that little, the Emmanuel Augustus shit, the Prince Nassim shit. I don't really care about all that. But I'm just saying, when it's about winning fights, and what happens when you get there with stiffer competition, and you have to actually fight. You really in the fight of your life. You really in there. What happens? See people looking at you now like he ain't got it in him. After the WWE flip out the ring, top rope move, and all that shit. Now this is not a good look, man. And basically, what happens with guys when they're in certain positions, they try to disappear, try to stay away from the camera, and then when they do get in front of the camera, it's a bunch of excuses. But hey, man, I don't know, y'all. Talk to me about Ben Whitaker. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hate out of people, and I will catch you guys on the next video.